Yes, indeed. Family comes first. When you're hurting, when you're in trouble, when you have issues you can't bear alone, where you going to run to? Family. And we all know that family is not only biological, but we have adopted families. Some friends stick closer than brothers, and that is family. Where you feel at home, where you feel comfortable, where you feel heard, where you feel cared for, that is family. Good morning to our listeners out there. This is Farm Live on City FM 97.3. This morning we come your way again, and I'm sure you are wondering, what's this voice that we are hearing this morning? Amazing how things happen. But yes, you are hearing right if you can identify the voice. If you can't, I'll soon let you know. I have to fill these big shoes that I'm really finding it difficult to lace, because no matter how much I tie it, there's still space at the back. But God is faithful. I know He'll take us through this morning. This is Marie Rosaki sitting in for our brother and our host, the regular host, Michael Mensah, also known as MM. He's not available today, so I'm sitting in for him. And that is the reason why I am lost for words, almost. But yes, I'm going to drive you through this morning on our Farm Life show. Thank you so much for indulging us every week after week. You indulge us and you give us good feedback. We enjoy every little time you spend with us. God bless you all. And this morning we are here again, and we believe that you're going to join us. How great it is to think about the fact that a woman is sitting in as we are almost about to celebrate Mother's Day. It's a coincidence, but a very good coincidence. So this morning we are here, and basically it's about the Mother's Day, the day before Mother's Day. That's tomorrow. And we're going to have our usual discussions. Last week and for the last 2 weeks we talked about WMMW, what makes marriage work. And we had a wonderful time. We couldn't even exhaust that topic, but I believe we all enjoyed. The feedback I had was very positive. And today we are going to talk about mothers. There's nothing else we can talk about mothers, but we're actually talking about the delicate balance of the mother, being a mother, being a wife, and work. That delicate balance. How do we do it? The spider, I would describe it as the spider balance. You know how the spider has so many legs and one body. The body serves as a fulcrum, or the point where every other thing hangs on, and you have to balance all the appendages, all the legs. Make sure they play their roles nicely. And that is the woman or a mother. We are here this morning, and I have, as usual, the smooth and Papa Sly or Papa Sil. Smooth voice. Yes, it's the smooth voice of Papa Sil. People really love the voice. And our regular panelist here, Mr. Sylvester Segbeya. He is a pharmacist, public health practitioner, a counselor, and many more. He will be giving us the male dimension of this topic that I've raised. The world, God is so wise. He gave us men and women, and that is a balance. We balance each other. So Sometimes you hear, oh, it's only men, but you go and there's one woman, two men. There are some women in there to bring the balance. Oh, it's only women. You go and there's a man or two. And that's how the world is supposed to be. And our next panelist is Mrs. Anna Siama. She's a banker. And she's been to this program on an occasion before, or a few occasions before. She's a mother. I'm just staring at her with a wonderful baby. Today we have a baby in the studio. Precious baby. Handsome. Oh, he's making faces at me. You should see him. Very sweet baby. Anna is here also to share the view of a mother, how she balances, how she does it. And I believe we are going to have a wonderful time to share with you, and you also share with us, because along the line I would announce the phone numbers so you can also bring your thoughts and ideas and suggestions for us all to learn. We always come here every Saturday to do this program for all of us to become a better of ourselves. Nobody is perfect. Every day we learn, and especially when it comes to family life, marriage, relationship, and all that, it's so delicate, so much, but we don't learn it in classrooms. So these are opportunities where we learn and we make ourselves better and make the world a better place. Yeah, so I want to share a quote that I think I loved as I was thinking about a balancing. And this quote is from Joanna Kingsford. She says that balance is not something you find, it's something you create. Balance is not something you find, it's something you create. So that means you have to put your creativity, cap on if you want to find balance. As a mother, as a wife, and as a worker, wherever you work, whether you work in the house or you work in an office or wherever, it is work. And you need to put your creativity, on top to be able to bring that balance, to do the Kweku Anansi style, the spider style. When we were kids, we used to hear a lot of stories about Kweku Anansi. And he was full of ideas, trying to balance himself to survive, just to survive. So he had to always come up with one idea or the other, even though some were mischievous. But it was all about balancing. So we'll go straight, and I'll start with a lady because it's more about women. So I'd want our sister, our mother, our colleague, our dear Anna, Mrs. Anna Siame. Anna, give us your overview on this topic, the delicate balance, a wife, mother, and work. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for having me here. It's such a privilege to be here to share with everybody and to learn from my mother and my father who are here with me as well. This topic is a very interesting one. I find it really interesting because it's a position I find myself in at the moment, trying to balance my current situation as a wife, as a mother, and also as a career woman as well. I strongly believe that as a woman, you cannot do it all on your own. Okay, first of all, our strength is in God. And I have come to heavily rely on that verse because truly our strength comes from God. And He's not expecting us to be the superwoman as the world paints it, or the perfect wife that people put out there, or the excellent worker. He's just asking us that whatever season that you find yourself in, you'd identify that season and you find what it is that needs the attention at the time that you are at, and you do it perfectly to the glory of God. So I believe that balancing is not doing everything at once perfectly, trying to be perfect in every area of your life, trying to be the perfect mom, trying to be a perfect wife. But if you identify which season of your life you are in at the moment, getting the help and the support that you need, relying solely on God as well, and giving whatever season that you are in the attention that it needs, I believe that you'll be able to find balance and not be bent out or pressured to do certain things that you're not supposed to do all the time. So yes, that's the bit from me on balancing your life as a mother or as a wife or as a career woman.
That's wonderful. Knowing the season in which you are is very important. You know, sometimes I think about how God is so wise and awesome.
Yeah.
And lately I keep telling my family, eat what is in season, eat what is in season. Now, we have so much mangoes and avocado, or what we call pear here. And it's the time to eat it because you don't always get it.
Yeah.
I believe that God in his wisdom decides to give us certain foods to eat at particular times, because of the weather conditions and all that, you will need the nutrients that they have.
Yeah.
So when you're able to eat more of that at that time, it helps you. So knowing the seasons, we have the seasons, the 4 seasons. Ghana would not experience all of them, but worldwide, we have the summer, winter, autumn, spring. Now it's supposed to be springtime, where flowers bloom and blossom. And it's all because of the wisdom of God. Now we have different things happening. Take advantage of what is in abundance and we use. So it's the same way our sister is saying that if you know the season of your life, you know how to balance it, because a new mother's season is different from a mid-mother's or a teenage children mother's season, and then the adult children's mother. Your life is all different. If you know your season, you know how to balance yourself and keep life going and keeping yourself also sane as a mother. Okay, so we'll go on to also listen to the view that our papa have. He's a strong father of more girls, so yes, and a boy. So I think he would be able to share with us more, knowing how to live with ladies. Papa Sil, tell us your view. Thank you.
All right, Mary Rose, thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. It's good to be back, and I actually enjoyed your discussions over the last 2 weeks. It was good to hear some of our good old voices back on the program. Well, I said to myself as I was coming that I was coming to cheer the women on. The beauty about women is that God made them special, in many ways. And it's important for us to appreciate that uniqueness in women. We as men don't have wombs. We can carry babies. We can breastfeed. We can do a lot of things that women do. So that nature that God gave women also reflects the embodiment of the woman being the cradle of life. Okay, you carry, you receive a seed, it forms a fetus, it grows within you for 9 months, you deliver a baby, and you feed it, you nurture it, you take care of it till that baby grows into, let's say, child first, and then into adolescence, and then into a teenager, and then finally into an adult woman. Now, through all these different stages of the child's life, or the woman's life, they still receive nurturing and support from their mothers, you know. Now, this makes the woman unique in many ways, and you did mention that that ability to multitask, to combine all of these, does not necessarily come naturally. You know, you said balance is not something you find, it's something you create. So creating it also means you learn it, you build it, you put it all together as you go along. There are some of the things that will come to women naturally, but there are many of them that are learned. So I mean, most of us men assume that a woman must be able to cook, but you are not born with cooking skills. You grow up being taught how to cook, you know. And of course, I think the paradigm is shifting as well. Men also must learn to cook. I'm not very good at cooking. I tell my family the best meal I can make for them is gari photo. So when they say today is daddy's day in the kitchen, I say prepare for gari photo. You know, but the women learn a lot of it. I think one of the times I got to learn a lot of cooking was during the farming season in 1983. You know, so somehow I didn't even get to learn it from my mother or anything. I was left in the home alone with a cousin who was one of 4 boys. Because they were boys, their mom taught them how to cook very well. So during that period, he imparted some of those skills to me, you know. Now, so this was again a mother teaching her sons how to do what most of us assume is the traditional role of women, you know. Now, so the woman has that ability to build these multiple skills. When I describe the different stages of raising a child, they are all skills that they develop as they go along. Like we have Anna here, and I don't know whether this is your first or your second baby. Your second, yeah. So I'm sure with the first one, there was a lot of learning to do. With the second one, it comes a lot easier. You know, we went through that process 6 times. So, yeah, many people see my wife and they're like, are you sure you're the mother of all these 6 children? Today, they are all taller than her and bigger than her, you know. But by the time I think she had hit number 4, she had become quite a good master of the art of nurturing and raising children, you know. Today when people come to me with issues around taking care of babies, I'm like, just talk to my wife. She's the best person when it comes to this, yeah, you know. So women do learn these skills. Then they also, in the process, because of the world we are today, learn to combine raising children with, of course, raising children, keeping the home, with work, formal work. Most of our mothers did not necessarily do formal work. Some did, but the times have changed significantly. I believe that today we're finding like 4 to 5 times more women doing formal work than it was when we were much younger. Now, that ability to combine taking care of a home, taking care of your children, working, nurturing, all of that, it comes with a lot of training. And we should never assume that there is that point of perfection, you know, because sometimes some women actually struggle to get to that point of perfection. And so they bash themselves a lot and say, I'm not good enough. What we as men need to do for our wives, our sisters, our mothers who are at that stage, raising a family, combining with work, combining that also with other social responsibilities, is to urge them on, to encourage them, to inspire them, to give them the support that is needed. If you can lend a helping hand, do, because it's not an easy task. You know, in my office about 2 years ago, we created a baby room so that the mothers could bring their babies and work and take a break and go breastfeed, take a break, go take care of them, and all of that, which I know a number of organizations do same. I think it's very helpful. So you're not missing your child like the whole day, simply because you have to be away at work and you have to find somebody, a caregiver, to take care of that child whilst you're away at work. So those are some of the adaptations also that we need to put in place today, because we have a lot more working mothers, and we have career women that are rising all the way to the top of the career ladder, and they still want to be family women, rightly so. So whatever environment we need to put in place to help them develop their career, achieve their life's dreams, accomplish whatever they ought to accomplish, we need to do so. And I get a bit passionate about it because I have 5 girls, so I want to see my daughters not just sit at home.
Yes.
Yeah, but
you want to see them fly high.
Precisely. So giving women the opportunity to build their career, develop, go as far as they can in their pursuit of their life's dreams and aspirations, I believe is very critical. Again, the other interesting thing that has happened to me is that I've happened to work under more female bosses than male bosses, so that's also been very eye-opening. And I've had very good female bosses, And so you take inspiration from them. You get to learn how they do this whole combination of multitasking. And I must admit that it's not easy. It's not very simple. They put in their very best. Sometimes I see my wife call home at a certain time to give instructions on what has to be prepared and all of that. These days I work a lot more from home. And you're like, she's at work, but she's thinking about food to be eaten. I never think about that, and it's almost like a part of her daily routine, So again, this is a skill that she had to build over time because I mean, sometimes in our conversations, I'm like, why don't we just work with a menu? Yes, we do have a menu, but the menu does not cook the food. So you need to get someone to go and buy the items, organize the stuff, get the cooking done by a certain time and all of that, And so I do salute all the women for the amazing work that they do. And if you're a woman out there and you're struggling to do the balancing and it's not easy, just know that it's never been easy, and it doesn't come naturally. It's a learned art, and you get better at it as you keep trying. Sometimes you feel exhausted. Sometimes you feel totally worn out. I met a lady this week, and she's like, I'm tired. I need someone to adopt me. And that was funny, but I think she also meant it, she had just had a lot of life bashing her, and sometimes you get to that stage in your life where you wish that someone should just adopt you and take care of you and not worry about all these demands that are placed on you. But hey, you have what it takes. So keep going at it. Don't give up. Don't get tired. Don't get exhausted. God is able to give you the strength that you need to get this done. And as I said earlier on, we the men, we the children, let's give all the support, all the encouragement that they need.
Thank you, Papa Sil. That's a wonderful overview you've given us. The learned art. No one is perfect. But before I go on to ask the next question, which will come to you, Anna, I'd want to encourage all our listeners that you can send your contributions, your comments and questions to our WhatsApp line, which is 0539 986 996. I'll take it again. Our WhatsApp number is 0539 986 996. Kindly forward your comments, contributions and questions so that we can discuss it. And we'll be opening the phone lines very soon. So prepare your shout outs, prepare your comments, and stand by, because you are part of this journey. We are not doing it. We are not sitting here giving instructions or thinking that we know all. We are all sharing bit by bit to make our lives better or make our marriage lives sweeter. Yes, so Papa Sil made a comment on perfection, and that just brought me to another of the quotes that I put down from Forbes, the Forbes magazine, which says, "There is no such thing as perfect." That's what Forbes said. There's no such thing. It's only God who is perfect anyway. There's no such thing as perfect, and balancing will look different from person to person.
Right.
There's no such thing as perfect, because what might look perfect to you might not be perfect to somebody else. So it differs from person to person. Your perfection is so we'll more or less say that perfection is subjective. Is that not so? It's not objective. It's subjective, because what might be perfect for you? Oh, I've let you somebody. Oh, I did it so nicely, and then you go and look at it like, oh. I remember many years ago, my sister always says this to tease the husband. Oh, she wasn't well, and the husband, trying to be loving and caring, said, "Oh, I'm going to prepare your medicine and bring to you." Then he goes for, apparently it was these capsules.
Right.
So he took the capsules, opened it up. You've opened your mouth, opened it up, and then like the way you, when you're giving babies tablets, you would have to mash it, and then he opened the capsules up and then poured
it
water
in the water.
Yeah, and then
Oh my.
and then not just even pouring it. No, the icing on the cake was that he added the container.
And the gelatin
capsule,
capsule,
yes,
right,
put it
in there.
in there, so it was floating.
No, because his assumption was that was part of the medicine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my sister, actually, she's medicine averse. She doesn't like.
So now she has to taste all that goes in there.
So he comes in and says, "Oh, see, I brought your medicine." So as soon as she looked at it, he said, with all that capsule floated on it, it was like, my God, how can I do a thing like this?
Yeah.
I can't drink it. I can't take it away. You know.
I'm wondering whether he used to take his own medicine like that. You know.
Possibly. Maybe he wasn't afraid, so he just saw his mother doing that for some children. Didn't really take the lesson and assume that's how somebody doesn't like.
I think he assumed that when you are very sick, that's how your medicine must be prepared for you, right?
Administer the medicine. So it looked perfect to him, but it wasn't perfect to her. And that is what it is. Balancing is something that is subjective. Perfect. You this is perfect, but somebody might frown at it. So you work at it according to your taste, according to your size, according to your cloth, basically. So I'll go on and ask my question about the perfection thing. Anna, so your life as a young mother and a wife, how do you see this perfection thing? Because sometimes we are our own enemies. In our eyes, it's like the lady you're talking about, Basil. She wants somebody to adapt her because she doesn't know what to do again. She's tired,
exhausted.
Because in your mind, as a human being, that makes us human, I think.
Yeah.
Because we see things, we perceive all sorts of conceptions. We see things and we want to, we like them. Of course, when we see something nice, we like them. And the mind is wired in a way that it will, tell you things and all that. And you have to decide that I'm going to do this or that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you find yourself in a certain competition, not because somebody has engineered it, but it is from your own mind. Because you see, oh, this girl looks beautiful in her dress. Oh, I like the way she and her husband, they always go for a walk in the evening holding hands. And so you wish you could do that. But your husband is not that
It's
kind
not
of
the
person.
working type.
And so you are trying and trying and trying, but it's not working because your husband doesn't want to be walking in public. He's shy, holding your hands. And because of that, you see your marriage as imperfect.
Yeah.
How do you look at this idea of perfection in your balancing as a wife? The things that you think that can hurt you because of you and what is coming from the external pressure. Some are external
Yeah.
because somebody tells you that, oh, if you don't do this and that, it means you are this. If you don't do that, as soon as you marry, you have to have a baby. If the baby doesn't come, then it means that there's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, you
So
go to
there's
work.
pressure.
How do you look at these things, that kind of pressure at
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
and balance yourself? The balancing might be physical, it might be mental, psychological, because you have to get the balance right in your head
Yeah.
before it can come physical.
Yeah.
How do you manage this as a young mother, young wife,
Okay.
and a banker?
So, to be honest, this journey has been a humbling one, and it isn't an easy journey at all. It's if you try to be perfect, or yes, if you try to be perfect, you'll be burnt out. You'll be completely knocked out. Perfection, striving to be perfect can make you busy for nothing, in quotes. You would be doing so many things at once that you wouldn't even find the balance to finish the things that you are supposed to do, or do the things that you are supposed to do and do them well. Okay. This your question takes me to the story of when Jesus visited Mary and Martha in Luke chapter 10, where Martha was so upset that she was the one doing all the work,
Yeah.
and Mary was just there.
Mary was chilling.
Exactly. If I don't know, if Martha had looked at it from a different angle, she probably wouldn't have been angry about it. But she was thinking that, I mean, Jesus is here. We have to be ready
Must
for
host
him,
the
host him,
guests.
give him something nice, you
Yeah.
know, set a table before him. He has to have maybe the best chicken, the best jollof rice. Like, he has to be perfect.
Yeah.
But Jesus and Mary were looking at a different thing altogether. And Martha, striving to be perfect, was so frustrated. And it happens to us sometimes, you know. You've done your laundry on a Saturday morning. You've hung the things on the line. Then you have to quickly get your room ready, arrange your things, arrange your room. If it's a Saturday, you know, as for the weekend, they say it's 3 days, but truly it's just 1 day, because the Friday you come home for work, you are so tired, you just dump everything, you sleep. So truly you have Saturday to do all the things you have to do to prepare for Monday. Sunday you go to church, if you're a Christian, of course. So you hang your things on the line, and you have to get food to eat. If you have a toddler, you have to do your homework, you have to arrange the house. Sometimes you want a house looking neat as well. You don't want the place to be dirty, but there are dishes in the sink, you have to go and wash them. I mean, if you want to be perfect in that situation, truly, you will be burnt out completely. I mean, sometimes I can walk around the house and my husband will ask me, Nashome, you are looking very angry. It's not because I'm upset with him, but the things that you are doing, you can't, like, you jump from one thing to the other, the baby's crying, you go and pick the baby. It's never ending. Like, you can't even sit down and catch your breath.
Right.
And one of the times when he said that, I went to the room and I'm like, what on earth are you doing? Slow down. You don't have to finish everything today. Nobody is marking you, or nobody is saying that, oh, Nashome, your hall is not neat. Okay, 0%. Or there are dishes in your sink. Okay, -2. Or your laundry is not washed, so you're not a good wife. Balancing, it's like I said in the beginning, when you find the season that you are in, and you identify what it is that needs the attention that you need at the time, you are just good to go. Nobody is marking anybody. Nobody is looking at you or looking up to you to be the perfect wife or the perfect mom or the perfect worker. You just find what it is that you can do and then do them. It also leads me to another point, which is finding help. It can be in the form of your partner, your mom, or just hiring somebody that can come and help you. And I find myself doing that a lot lately. I try to delegate a lot of things because I feel like at this moment of my life, my children are the one that need my attention the most. My toddler is learning to scribble, she's reciting poems, learning songs. I want to give her that foundation that she needs in school, interacting with other human beings as well, learning to say please and thank you. I try to feed and be there for her at this time of her life, because I feel like if she has that foundation to stand on, then as she grows on, other things will come in easily to her. So we wake up in the morning, okay, we have to brush our teeth, you teach her, walk her through it, give her something to scribble on, give her breakfast, give her the attention that she needs at the time, because she's also growing both emotionally and physically. She's now asking a lot of questions as well, so obviously she needs our attention more. Now the doctors are saying that screen time is also affecting the way they behave in society. So that means that as parents, my husband and I, we being on our phones 24/7 will also not help her. We have to be present for her. We have to be there for her. We have to engage her in activity, find things for her to do, because she's a very active girl. So the little thing, she's bored, and then she'll come and tell you, Mommy, I want to watch on your phone. But no, if she sees you on your phone, she also want to look at what you are looking at. And sometimes you're on Instagram, you don't want her to see the things that you are looking at. So I mean, you cannot be the perfect, in quotes, mom or wife, but the season that you are in at the moment will call for what needs your attention, and then you can balance it out, do it as to the best of your ability, to the glory of God as well, because we are Christians. And then you just find your way around it, and you'll be a happy person. You don't look, in quotes, angry all the time. Finding help as well also is important. Sometimes delegating the things. If it's your husband, please, I've done the laundry. When it's maybe around 2:00, can you kindly check if the things on the line are dried and take them off, and maybe please iron them? Or maybe your mom can come in and help you bathe the baby. Or if there's somebody that cooks as well, they can do a little stew, a little soup here. You have your rice at home, you have your yam, you bring it out. You don't have to spend your whole day in the kitchen doing some big pan of palm soup, because that will take all your time. You just bring it out for the family to eat. Delegating and finding where you need help also leads to a great balance. Then you can also find time to do other things that will need your attention as well, and will not make you too burnt out as well. When it comes to work, because right now we are all career women, we don't want to sit at home like our parents did, and that is where sometimes the burnt out situations can come out from, because we find out that most of us are in places because we found ourselves there to provide for the family. Okay, you are not exactly where you want to be or passionate about what you are doing. You are there to maybe at the end of the month you have something small in your pockets that you can also support. Okay, so you find that maybe when you wake up on a Monday morning, you are wondering that, oh my goodness, I have to do this all over again, in addition to the things that you did over the weekend. But as a woman or as a young mother, God is able to help us in any situation that we find ourselves in. I found myself several times rolling over whatever burden or whatever burnt out feeling I feel to God. And by God's grace, I'm excelling at what I'm doing. Okay, I don't know how I'm doing it. This is in the office situation, but I'm excelling at what I'm doing. I learn from my colleagues who are higher than me a lot. I pick up things from them. I also In the morning, I pray to God, ask God to help me to be able to deliver excellently to my customers as well, to meet the needs that they are demanding as well. Of course, I have very amazing colleagues at work as well that make the burden lighter at work. So create the environment in which I also find myself helps me to thrive as a mother and as a worker. You don't understand something, you can easily go to somebody and say, oh, I received this email, I don't know how to go about it, is there a way you can help me to? I don't sit there and think that I know it all, because as a woman you are supposed to know. I seek the help whenever I have to, and if there's something that I need, I'm able to go to my colleagues and ask them as well. Also at work, you can, if you are tired, you can take a break. There's nothing wrong with it. You can take a break, you can walk around, you can go and take a bottle of water or have a drink or get some fresh air if you are burnt out. It doesn't hurt to take a break when you need one, you know. Yes, so I don't think that we should sort of kill ourselves to be perfect, but let's try and create our balance, and then whatever situation that we find ourselves in, we can thrive and be excellent at whatever we do, wherever we find ourselves. Yeah.
Wonderful. So if I'm getting you right, it looks like you have to always find help.
Yeah.
When don't think that I can do
Everything.
it without any help.
Don't try to be superwoman.
Don't try to be a
Exactly.
superwoman. Yes, somebody sang a song like that. I'm not a superwoman.
Yeah.
Yes, and you need to take a break when you have to take a break, and always learn not to beat yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. If it means that you have to take a little break and then catch up later, yeah. But when it comes to the perfection thing, sum it all up. I realize that it's like, from what you're saying, like setting your priorities right. That helps you to know the season. You know that what is your priority, not necessarily for the whole week or whatever, but you do it bit by bit.
Yeah.
In the 1 hour, what is the priority? Is it feeding the baby? Is it feeding your husband? Not feeding, maybe serving your husband,
Yeah.
or attending to your husband. Let me say that, because before the woman come and catch me here, you don't have to feed your husband. But yeah,
Oh, well,
attending to
husbands
him.
love to be fed.
Yeah. So yeah, stuff like that. So you prioritize, and as you prioritize, it will help you. So in any particular given time, you know that this is what I want to achieve. So maybe laundry is not important now. Laundry can always be tagged in the laundry basket, or if you have a laundry in your house, it's there. Nobody will go there. You are expecting visitors. Try and tidy up the hall a little bit. Don't say that because I have 2-3 children, so my hall should be in a mess. At least pick a few things so that when they come, they'll get a place to sit or whatever. If you have to be in the kitchen because your toddler needs food, you have to go to. So now the sitting room is not a priority. I think those are the things that helps us balance. If we compartmentalize them, you know, our roles, or you put them in different groupings, it will help us to perform. So, you know, then you prioritize, this is important, this is, you know, sometimes I always say that it's not everything that is urgent that is important.
Yeah.
So you attend to things that are important.
Yeah.
And then also in my management studies that I've done, I also realized that they said that you do the things that nobody else or no one else can do but you.
Yeah.
Those are your priorities. There's some things people can do. Somebody can sweep for you. Somebody can attend to your husband for you.
No.
So it's a priority. You have to.
Wait,
Don't go deep. Just take the surface.
Okay, you have to break it down so that we don't get confused.
Yes, in some areas, nobody can attend to your husband for you. Some areas, yes. So you have to prioritize where it is important. You want somebody to be chit-chatting with your husband all the time? No.
Yeah, that's
But somebody
dangerous.
can cook for you to feed. Even don't let the person feed your husband or serve your husband.
Yeah.
But the person can cook for you, and you take the food, dish it out, and then serve him.
So, yeah.
Stuff like that. So you have to put your priorities right. And I think it will help you balance, but not necessarily be a perfect mother.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll still remind us listeners out there, you can still send in your comments, your questions, and your contributions on the number 0539986996. I'll take it again, 0539986996. Yes, we have a wonderful lady here, another mother who also has a lot of experience under her sleeve, and she's in the person of Mrs. Gladys Jason Kwashiga, and she is the managing consultant for Envispes Consult. Yeah, Envispes Consult. What do you do?
Okay. It's a big name. So you're basically into environmental services and sustainability services.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's wonderful. So, welcome, Mrs. Kwashiga, Mama Gladys.
Thank you.
I have one Mama Gladys in my church. Yes. So we've talked about delicate balance of the wife, mother, and work, and we've learned things like being able to identify the season in which you find yourself, and the nurturing. Our nurturing helps us to be able to bring the balance. If we don't nurture ourselves, or if we don't go through the right nurturing, it might bring us issues. And also teaching and learning as well, teaching skills that helps the girl child as she grows to be able to handle herself when she gets into that space as a mother or as a wife. And then also helping them to be able to learn on their own good skills that helps you at least balance things and make life go for you. And Papa still said something that balancing is an art, because I quoted some that quote that said that balancing doesn't just happen. You have to create it.
Yeah.
So it's an art. You create it. You have to be creative to create it, and all that we've talked about. What would you also say as a woman with your experience? What would you say that? How do you bring about that delicate balance? It's delicate. It's very, because if you don't take good care, you can go off, and people end up being depressed. People end up wanting people to adapt them. That tells you that the person is really had it to the throat and is sinking. So such things, how do you, what would you also add to it?
All right, thank you, Mama Ruth, and good morning to your listeners. Yeah, so on my way, I was listening to the inputs by Papa Sil and our sister, and I think I share in the same points, as a woman, identifying the seasons you are in and prioritizing. And as I was listening, I was just looking back in my own life, especially the early years of marriage, and I remembered even the season during my first pregnancy, there was a woman, an elderly woman in my church who let me say, had given birth, not long after, yes. And I observed that she was in the choir and she sings. I was also in the choir then. And this woman, throughout the pregnancy, what I observed, I never asked her questions, but I just observed she was always coming for rehearsals, and she was staying quite far away from the church. I was closer, but she was always coming with her little children. She was sing till her delivery. So going through my journey, it got to a point I realized that I was feeling weak. And even when I go for rehearsal, when we are even ministering on Sunday, it's hard for me to even sing out because it felt like I'm losing my breath and all of that. In my mind, I saw this woman did it. She did it.
You took inspiration from her.
Yes, she did it to the last minute, so I can do it. Not knowing I was having a different issue altogether. There was a
Right.
complication and all of that. I didn't know.
No.
But I was just watching because I wanted to be that perfect pregnant woman, chorister, and all of that.
I can do it all.
I can do it all. And also, I also had this perfectionist idea. My home, the home must be okay, the bedroom, like everything must be on point. So even the same season when the doctor had asked me to rest, has given me excuse duty in the home, I wasn't resting, just doing everything because I just couldn't stand it. But after everything, I had to, I sat down after delivery and everything, I sat down and I realized that no, I have to, like the balancing, I have to bring in the balancing because it didn't end well. And I remember at a point, even in the home, like our sister said, it gets to a point where you are so frustrated. It's like you're angry even with your husband, not because he's done anything, but you are so stressed. You are doing so many things, and you feel like maybe he's not helping, or even
He's
if he's
watching
helping, it's
soccer.
not enough. Yeah, he's on his phone, he's on his laptop, etc. So I think, yeah, along the line, I had to learn, said, look, this thing can wait.
Yeah.
This thing, you don't need to be that perfect wife. Your husband is not even looking for a perfect. I could stay awake till like 2 a.m. Be
Oh,
cleaning. I remember a few
yeah.
times my husband would say, why won't you sleep? 2 a.m. I'm removing cobwebs.
Oh.
Because especially on Saturday, and during that period also, I was into like a full-time work. Now
Wow, yeah.
I'm less
taking it at your own pace.
exactly,
Right.
and also full-time, let me say, church work. And so normally Fridays after work, Friday maybe during my lunch break, my office was very close to the market. So during lunch break, I go to the market to shop, and then Friday evening after church, if I have the strength, I start cooking or do it on Saturday. So Saturday I'm watching, I'm cooking, I'm doing everything. So I cook till like Sunday dawn before
Wow.
church. So
you don't sleep.
Don't sleep. Then Sunday go to church the whole day. Come by your tired. Then by Sunday evening, preparing for Monday for the week, I get so sad and tired, and be wondering how is the week going to, because and
You
work
are
to there are lots
exhausted,
of stuff to
yeah.
be done. Yeah, so I had to learn by observing other mothers and
So
reading.
kindly hold your thoughts.
Okay.
We'll take a short break, and then we'll continue.
All right.
So let's take a short break, and then we'll be back with this.
Mama, you dey care for me, oh. Day and night with love. Mama, now you give me life to come to the world. Mama, now you feed me well to have strength to grow. Mama, now you shielded me with your tender love. Mama, oh, mama, oh, my super mother. Mama, oh, mama, oh, I love you so much. Mama, you be my number one. May God bless you. Mama, oh, mama, oh, I love you so much. Mama, now you taught me how to watch and pray. Mama, you take care for me, oh, when I'm sick and weak. Mama, now you take me to school to get education. Mama, you dey comfort me when I'm sad and stressed. Mama, oh, mama, oh, my super mother. Mama, oh, mama, oh, I love you so much. Mama, oh, mama, oh, she's a superwoman. Mama, oh, mama, oh, Mama de Raja Georgina, God bless you. My Auntie Susie, my Auntie Marie, my mother-in-law, Mama Juliana, Auntie Emma, God bless you all. Mama, you dey feel my pain. Mama, you dey suffer for me. When I cry, you cry with me. Mama, oh, oh, mama, oh. Mama, you dey feel my pain. Mama, you dey suffer for me, yeah. When I cry, you cry with me. Mama, oh, oh, mama, oh. Mama, you be my number one. May God bless you, mama, oh, mama, oh. I love you so much. Mama, you are beautiful, so pure and kind. I will never forget the love you showed to me. I am grateful to you, Mom, for your love and care. May God bless you much for your sacrifice. Mama, you are beautiful, so pure and kind. I will never forget the love you showed to me. I am grateful to you, Mom.
Wonderful. That is Mother's Love by Mami Nana Music. That's my niece. And she made this for her mother and myself and my sister. It's so heartwarming to hear this. You can find it on YouTube. Mami Nana Music, Mother's Love. Mother's Love. Thank
Her
you.
voice, and she sings
It's,
so well.
I thought it was nice to share with all women in the world. There's so much that mothers do for their children, and as I sit here, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with emotion for that thoughtful gesture from my niece Becky. God bless you wherever you are. So we'll continue our discussions, and
Gladys was
Gladys on the floor. Yes, so you continue.
Okay.
But before I let you go, I would want our listeners also to know that we'll be opening the phone lines today. So prepare your shout outs and then bring in your comments, questions, and contribution. We'll be doing that very soon. So Gladys, you're on the floor. Thank you.
All right. So I want to also speak about the help issue. Yes, because along the line I had to learn how to ask for help. Yes, because those days I was doing that because I wasn't asking. So I started with my husband, and he's been very amazing all these years. And I remember I personally do not subscribe to a living nanny. Yes, but there was a season in my life that we had to, because there was no other option. So we had to plan, give ourselves like about a year to bring in a living.
Do some adjustment.
Yes, do some adjustment. It wasn't easy, but, but it was worth it for that season. So we got someone in to help. And after that, we'll be doing like come and go. And I think early this year, last year somewhere, someone shared something about help. Say that you should always pray for help, ask for help, and pay for help. Okay, so you can pray for help, you can ask for help, and pay for help. So early this year, I found myself needing help again. And I prayed one day. I was like, God, I need help. I want someone around our area, because it's a new area and it's not easy getting car to the place. So whenever I get someone far away, it's a bit somewhere. Yes, so I prayed for someone around. And then one day I was going to church. My little girl wasn't feeling well, so I planned to pass through the hospital before going. So we're a bit late. And on our way, I saw this young lady, I think in her 20s, and she signaled me to stop. She was going to church. She wanted me to give her a lift. In my mind, I was like, nah, I'm not. No, not really. When
These
I
days
saw
it's
her,
risky to do those things.
yes, when I saw it, I heard like pick her. And I said, no, I won't pick her until she signals me to stop. So she did, and I stopped. So on our way, I started engaging her. What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, she's into house cleaning, blah, blah, blah. And she's just staying around. And since then, she's been very, very, very helpful. Very, very, very helpful. I was like, okay, God hears prayers and answers prayers. So you pray and you ask. So, like you said earlier, so you look at the seasons and what works for you. Also, about 3 years ago, at work, there was so much pressure on me and there were so many things going on. And then I realized that I had some dreams. Before I got married, I had some big dreams. And because of marriage and childbearing and all of that, I shelved them for some time. And I think I had even forgotten about it until about 3 years ago, when there was so much pressure, I couldn't take it. And then I started reviewing things. And I remembered I had a dream. I had a dream of going back to school, pursuing certain courses and certain dream. And then, so I had to have a discussion with my husband, and then we took the decision. So last year I resigned from full-time work to start something small on the side, also to have time for the family and then pursue that dream as well. So I've come to realize, and I've been listening to other godly women and observing as well, and I realized that it is indeed true to always look at the season you are in and prioritize, and that brings a lot of healing, a lot of deliverance. You don't need to do everything at every time. I remember I listened to a woman and she was talking about the Proverbs 31 woman. And she said how early days in her life she used to feel guilty for all the characteristics listed there. And then God told her, and I think I found myself sometime looking at, I don't think I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. But she said, as she was thinking about and praying about it, and God said, look at it again. All those things you see there, they are seasons. They didn't happen in just 1 year. Right. It's a different season, because that verse that says that her children rise up and call her blessed. It's not the toddlers that were calling her blessed, it's the adult children. She had put in a lot before they got up. They looked back, so okay, so all the sacrifices mommy did for us was worth it. And then they blessed her. So it liberated me. I was like, okay. So indeed, the seasons of a woman's life is very important. And if you're able to identify each season we are in and set the priorities right, then we'll be liberated and we'll have fun. We'll enjoy our marriages. We'll enjoy our children. Sometimes the children get so overwhelmed. I have 7 and 6, 7 going on 8, and sometimes I get so confused. One boy, one girl. It's like, God, how do I do this? I'll always pray. Sometimes they do all their things and I'll just stop. And right in front of them, I say, Jesus, please help me. How do I handle them? And they will look at me and laugh. Yes, right? They look at me and laugh. I say, yes, I'm praying because I don't know how to handle you now. I need grace. And grace has always been made available. So this is what I would like to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Gladys, for the nuggets here. One of the things that I picked from, he said, never discount prayer. You know, prayer works. Yeah. She said a lot, but what I want to emphasize, as a woman, you should have your little space, sometimes in front of your children. Sometimes you can just even put something on your face, your handkerchief or something, act like you are sleeping, and say your prayer to God when you feel empty, when you need refueling, when you feel, you are hitting the wall and you can't break through, and God will come through, because prayer works. Whisper to that man, the creator of this universe. He knows why he created you and for the purpose that you are serving. In his wisdom, he made women. You are not a man, you are a woman. And so he's put certain abilities. Just draw the strength from him, and I believe that you'll be able to get to the point where, look at the story about the helper who is now helping her, a stranger on the road. Yet because she was in tune, she was able to get the help. It's happened many times in my life that I get help like that. So sometimes don't discount or don't look down on certain situations because they might be your miracle or breakthrough moments. Yes. So we'll go on to Papa Sale. I want to know the view of men's view of women who are juggling all these three things, and what is the posture of men regarding this? When you come home, you see your wife removing cobwebs. Hey, 2 a.m. This one there is the wildest of me. Now I think I'm wild, but sometimes I hear things I know that some pass me.
Oh, give Agnes the award for the year.
Removing cobwebs 2 a.m. when you have to be lying by your husband.
The husband's be
You know, so what is your posture, and then what do you think that men can also do to bring in some more balance? Yeah.
Right. Thanks, Marie. I think that women are amazing. They do a lot. I was saying that my wife is always the last person to go to bed in our home. I'm an early sleeper, and sometimes I'm gone by 8 p.m. But hardly would she go to bed before midnight, and she's in the kitchen rearranging things, doing all kinds of things. Now, what we as men ought to do is appreciate these efforts, because sometimes the women keep doing it because they feel they've not done enough, and they feel everything must be done. And I like what Anna said, that her husband said, you don't have to be the perfect, nobody's marking you for it, but of course I'm not saying husbands should say that to their wives when they are putting in all the effort. Rather, appreciate them, say thank you for all that you do for us in this home, and encourage them that we do not take these for granted at all. This year, my family and I, for the first time, we decided to learn one of the things Mickey usually shares. We did a family evaluation, so we all sat in a group. 1st January, each person on board, one at a time, everybody gave comments, And one of the things that the children said about my wife was that she's always there for them. She prays with them. So again, that's one of the things she does. She's the last person. She goes into the children's bedroom, lays hands on all of them, prays for them one by one before she goes to bed. Even when they are sleeping, she does that all the time, which is very beautiful. And then this is one of the things that I am like, why are you doing that? She buys things for them. And I was raised as an Ajaba, even though I lived in a Dadaba community, So at a very tender age, I think by the time I was in secondary form 1, age 13, 14, I was going to buy my own provisions and stuff like that. My wife will buy provisions for her children even when they're in the university, and I'm like, you've got to stop that.
You want them to go and pick it themselves.
Yeah, because that's part of the learning process. So, these days, sometimes she goes with them and all of that. But I'm sharing that just to say that women do a lot of things, and we, the men, mustn't take it for granted.
Not to cut you, but sometimes women are trying to be frugal.
God, yeah.
She'll go and pick it for you because she knows which one is reasonable, and your child will take the thing and go and pick expensive things and spend more money.
That's true.
Not that we are.
It's not that they want to do it, or there's a reason behind it, right?
We are saving money.
Okay, right. No, so that's one. So the other thing is that we must share in the mental and the physical load of the women. I've heard time and again many women say, I was busy doing all of this, and all he was doing was be on his phone or be behind the television watching soccer and all of that. Be there, be present, be there to support. Even if you're not, there are physical things that you can do as men. Do the laundry if possible, if you don't have help and you need to do the laundry. Yes, when some of my kids were young, I used to bathe them, That wasn't very easy because I had so many girls, but she taught me how to do it, and every now and then I would, so step in and support, do the groceries or go with her to do the groceries. So again, we used to go to Makola together. I'll sit in the car and wait. You go do all the rounds. During the rounds, I don't have the grace for it because her buying skills are very different from mine. Yeah,
the men just go straight.
Yeah, exactly.
And come back, and then
the women will go. They'll do four vendors of the same thing before they come to a final decision. I'm like, I can't do this one,
Comparing prices.
Yeah. So the men must be there for them. They must support, and then again, we need to offer a lot of encouragement. Agnes said something that she had her dreams, and I'm glad that. Oh, sorry, Gladys. How did I change your name? Sorry.
I was wondering where did Agnes come from?
Yeah, I think I mixed those two names quite a bit. So Gladys mentioned that she had a dream, and I believe that her husband supported the dream, so she could drop the full-time 8 to 5 work and now begin to pursue her dream. So it's important for us to appreciate that we all come into the marriage with dreams, and the mere fact that you're married doesn't mean that you should throw your dreams away as a woman. You're doing all the other things, raising the children. We the men must be there to inspire you to achieve your life's dreams. So men out there, let's give the women the chance to accomplish what they want to accomplish. Give them the support, and someone was talking about the women who are presidents, how their husbands cope. They must be the cheerleader for the female who is the boss. I mean, our vice president is a woman, so our second gentleman is a man. Of course, he's a gentleman, so he can only be a man, but he must be there to provide all the support and all the inspiration, and to commend her for all the hard work that she's doing. That way you strengthen the bond of love, oneness, unity in the home, and the woman feels appreciated. She feels greatly encouraged. Then in the midst of all this, nurture the romance and the friendship. We the men are known for just wanting to go for what we want and walk away. We want sex, you go for it. But beyond that, the little gifts here and there, the little well done, thank you for taking care of these children. I know how much you're sacrificing. Just appreciate it. Say today, I'm just taking you out for dinner. You're not cooking, and that kind of thing. It warms their hearts so that they don't feel like I'm carrying all this load and you're not even seeing it. All you do is complain. And there are men like that. In the midst of all the hard work that the women are doing, all they are doing is seeing the shortfalls. We all have shortfalls, and we must acknowledge and appreciate that fact. So don't fix your eyes on the shortfalls, the weaknesses, the gaps. Fix your eyes on the good things that your spouse is doing. Compliment her, commend her, thank her. Let the children send her thank you notes. Sing for her every now and then, so that she feels appreciated. Because we all love to feel appreciated. When you get someone, they give you a standing ovation, the feeling is good. So give mommy a standing ovation in the home, and daddy must lead that cheering, so that the children know that mommy is appreciated. In the midst of all these, the mothers get tired and grumpy and all. Again, I think Anna mentioned that she could get angry at herself. Or you're just angry. It's just a feeling of exhaustion and frustration. You need somebody to be there to pat you on the shoulder and say, it's okay. relax, take it easy. You
House,
know,
no competition.
yeah, we are not on a global parade of beautiful homes here. So you didn't sign up for that. Just enjoy your environment the way it is. And I like again what Gladys said about life is in seasons. It's very, very important to appreciate that. I mean, today I'm out of that season of nursing toddlers and doing all of that, you know, and I know that Anna is looking forward to my season. You know, about 10 years ago, I saw a senior person. I said, I'm looking forward to that day when my children are finishing the university, you know, and today, by God's grace, the first batch is gradually getting out. You see me, I have them in batches.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, but it's exciting to see that you don't have to worry about school fees again. My school fees burden is reducing.
There's a finish. You are now beginning.
Yeah, but life is in seasons, and enjoy every season of life. In the home, in the marriage, enjoy it all. So the men must be there to provide that support, to let the women feel very appreciated, and maybe finally empower the women, empower your wife, empower your sister, empower your daughters. Let them see that they can be all that they've dreamt to be, or they dream to achieve in life. Let them also see how you can facilitate that. Get materials for them to read, give them tips here and there, inspire them, let them know that they can do it, you know, because they can. And I mean, living with all these women in my house, I see the amazing things that they can do. We've taught our daughters that everybody must have an additional skill beyond what you are pursuing academically. You know, so everyone, including Jolie, who just finished BEC yesterday, she's amazing.
Congratulations.
You know, and she does crocheting, and she does it so well. You know, so every one of them does something. My oldest daughter does granola, and she prepares soap. The second one is doing she does juices and so below. So everyone learns a certain skill, and inspire them, because we're living in a world where if your spouse brings in additional income, it makes the burden lighter. You all share the burden, and then you also achieve together. So that's inspiration, motivation, appreciation is very, very critical, and we the men must be there to provide it. You know, don't get into the battlefield all the time. Overlook some of the shortfalls and just pretend you never saw them, and rather look at the positives and encourage them.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving us the perspective of a man. I know there are a lot more perspective out there. We'll be opening the lines very soon, and then we'll read the messages that are coming, and give you the opportunity also to give your shout outs to your mothers and wives and all the people would want to give a shout out to. But there's another quote that I found interesting I want to talk about. It says that being a mother is learning about strength you didn't know you had. And dealing with fears you didn't know existed. Being a mother is learning about strength you didn't know you had, and dealing with fears you didn't know existed. That's Linda Wooten. That's Linda Wooten. Yeah, Wooten is a place somewhere in Bedford, UK. And my last visit, that's why I got to know the place, and it was a little bit closer to where I lived, and usually I would walk. I'll take a walk. Very quiet, nice community. I'll take a walk all the way to Wooten and then come back. That I know once I walk to Wooten and back, I know I've done about 45 minutes, which I was doing from time to time to close my circles on on my phone for health.
Okay.
Meet my target.
Or were you
very
doing
refreshing.
10,000 steps or
Yes,
8,000?
10,000.
Wow. Well done.
I could do that. I could do it and then close my circle over and over, maybe about 2-3 times.
Wow.
Back to Ghana, I'm lazy. God have mercy on me. But yeah, so yeah, we'll go on, and we are about opening the phone lines. I think the phone lines are opened. If you have any comment, any shout out, any question, you can. The phone lines are open. I'll read the phone line. The phone line is 0539 986 996. I'll take it again. 0539 986 996. You can call with your comments, with your shout outs, with your questions, and with your contributions. Thank you very much. As we wait for your comments and calls, we'll be reading the message on the console, but also be considering the support system for the mothers, our wives, support system from the children and then the husband and the entire extended family to help us. And also we'll be considering how we can outsource some of these extra things that we think somebody can come into. How do we outsource them? We'll also look at the fact that let's think about, somebody wants to help you, but some help can be harmful.
Exactly.
And some help can be very needed, helpful, but we have some help that is harmful, which sometimes we experience from our in-laws or some friends. They tend to want to help you, but there's a call on the line, so please let's go to the phone lines and then. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. You're on the line.
Yes. Good morning.
Yes.
My name is Ayoram.
Yes, Aram, go ahead. We're listening to you.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning. My name is Ayoram.
Yes, Aram, we are listening to
Yes.
you. We can hear you.
So, I've been married for a year now, and my wife just took seat, and occasionally we have some challenges. So I just want to. I was listening to the program, and I just want to ask. What more I can do, because she's been given bed rest. So since January, I've been the one doing the laundry, cleaning up, basically trying to do the best that I can to support her during this period. So for even cooking, I don't make her cook. I mostly buy food from outside because I can't really cook myself. But there are times where she complains that it's not enough and that she needs me to be emotionally available. And there are times where I have to be out, working and all of that. And she feels, I should be by her side. And sometimes it becomes a bit too much for me. This morning, for instance, she woke up crying that she was tired. She's tired of the whole process, and I just don't know what else I can do, because I feel that with all that I'm trying to do, taking care of the home, and at least she should appreciate it, but it looks as if that is not the case, and I don't know what more I can do, at this point in time. So I need some advice. Yeah.
Sure. No, Aram, thank you very much for sharing this, and thanks for making yourself
Thank you.
vulnerable. I'll just give you a quick. So this is not unusual. It does happen in some pregnancies. They have challenges, and so the woman has to be put to bed the whole period. From what you have shared, you're doing very well, and I must commend you. And I know that for your wife, she's going through some emotional challenges as well, because it's not very okay to be in the bed for 9 months till you deliver. So she needs that support, she needs that encouragement, and you're doing your very best. I think what needs to happen is to bring in other parties that can encourage her and support her and let her see that you're there. You must pay the bills, so you can't be by her bedside all the time. So that conversation must also be had, so that she understands that much as you love to be there, unfortunately you won't be there all the time. And so if she has people that she's comfortable with that can come around every now and then, I think that'll be very helpful. But I must commend you. You're doing well. Keep at it. Don't get tired. It will be over soon once the baby comes. But it's usually a difficult and long journey for situations like that.
Yes, also, to add to it, as a woman, I would say if she's asking for giving her time, I think you are really doing well with the cooking, the ones that you can do, outsourcing, making sure that things are running. But maybe sometimes she needs a little bit comfort. I'm sure because she has a delicate pregnancy, you are not able to, spend that emotional time, me and you time. And so, sometimes just sit by her, rub her a little bit, tap, pat her on the shoulders, let her feel good. Touching here and there makes her feel comfortable and feeling. I think little things like last week I said, whisperings of sweet nothings into her ears and let her feel good. That you pull through this and we'll do it together. Don't worry, everything is going to be okay. Saying this, you are rubbing your hands in her head, touching her face and making her feel good. Those little things going. That's what women like. Right. Makes her feel comfortable, because it's not easy. Pregnancy, even when you are healthy or when everything is okay, is not easy. So to have that, I'm sure every moment she's feeling, oh, what is happening to me? Will I lose my baby? She's going through a whole lot of turmoil. So just reassure her and let her know that you are there for her. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there's another caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Please, I'm Abigail.
Abigail,
and
yes.
I'm calling on behalf of all my siblings. We'd like to wish our mother a very happy Mother's Day and appreciate her for all the good she has done. We also like to appreciate our aunties and our grandma for their sacrifices. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Abigail.
Tell us your mommy's name.
Your mommy's name, yeah.
Her name is Mrs. Okambia Mante Bansa.
Mrs. Okambia Mante
Mante
Bansa. So your children, championed by Abigail, want to
and
say,
Edinam.
And Edinam, they want to say they love you, they appreciate you for all the work you've done, and to their grandma and aunties, all the wonderful work you've done for them. God bless you. Thank you, Abigail. So we'll go on to the console. Anna, can you please read for us, and let's take note of issues that will come up, and then we'll go.
Right. So we have a message here from
The name, it doesn't seem to be there.
Yeah, but I'll just read out the message from your daughters. It says that, Mommy, your kindness and wisdom have made such a difference in my life. Thank you for your guidance, teaching me strength, the unconditional love you have shaped my life, giving me everything even when you had nothing left to give. Thank you. God bless you, Mommy, and a happy Mother's Day to you. Mercy na Afrakuma Banaman Esima. From your daughters, Esinam, Daniela, and Belinda. We love you so much. So a happy Mother's Day to you, Mama Mercy. This is from your daughters. Okay. We also have another message from Alex in Community 25. I think this is addressed to Mama Marie. Some of us men always want to help, support our ladies in the house, but some of these women later take advantage of our helping hand to now leave their home care and burden on some of us.
Yes, we'll address that.
Yeah. This is also from Flo at Teshinungwa Estates. It says the marvelous program, very practical and insightful. God bless the panel. Hello, Mama Rose. We are learning. Okay, this is from to the City Farm Life Show team. Please share this special birthday shout out. A very special belated birthday to the wonderful Mrs. Irene Hayford. Irene, as you step into this beautiful new chapter of your life, we wish you peace that settles in every moment, success that crowns your every effort, and a heart that stays overflowing with pure joy. You are truly cherished and dearly loved. With all our love and warmest wishes, the Mate family. So happy birthday, Irene. Alright, we have another message saying that glory be to God for seeing Melissa and all her mates through the BEC examinations successfully at Mount Olivet Methodist Academy in Dansoman. God bless all the teachers and staff of the school for their sacrifices. Congrats, Melissa. May the good Lord take you to and through your next academic levels in Jesus' name. Amen. This is from Mom and Uncle Dan. Yes.
Wonderful. That's a good one. But would somebody address the issue of women? I think men often say that when they try to help their wives, then the women push everything on them.
Everything on them.
And now it becomes like their responsibility. What do we say about that?
It happens. You know, even though we have a lot of responsibility, we also have a lot of backlog on our social life. So when we see that
help is coming,
we just run away.
Today I'm going for party.
I know.
I'm going to
meet my friend. I have to do my pedicure. I have to go and do my hair. Hey, any small chance you have to go and fill that gap. But I mean,
how do we deal with it?
Maybe he should talk to his wife, and sit and talk and tell her that I am helping you, but some of the things I think that you also have to step in. Just have a heart-to-heart talk. I mean, this is your person. This is your life partner. The person is not a stranger to you.
Absolutely.
So just caution her and tell her. I'm sure that she will understand, or she probably doesn't know that because she has relaxed now, everything is back on you. So just sit down with her and caution her and tell her that, please, my baby girl, or my hardworking woman, or my please come back to your duties. I miss you very much. I'm sure she'll understand.
Well, I guess it's got to be also perceived as shared.
Yes.
You know, because I mean the way he puts it is like the men have stepped in to help, and the women have abandoned everything on them. It's shared. I don't ever see the stage where my wife would say, you do all the cooking in the house, because like I said, it's Gary Potter you eat all the time. So yeah, just take part of that burden, let it be constantly yours. You know, it doesn't hurt if you can do it. You know, so that part of the weight is the burden is lighter, it's shared, it's lighter, you enjoy it together. The ones that you think you can't do for long, let her know that, Charlie, this one, I just stepped in to help small, so if you can carry it again, I'll be happy, so that I'll help on this other side. I remember, so when we were getting married, I used to say that I love washing. It's something I think I learned from my dad. He washed till the day he dropped dead. You know, he used to wash. His Saturday mornings, it's washing for him. He carries all his laundry out there, spends the whole morning doing the laundry, you know. So I grew to love washing. My wife says she likes the ironing, so we kind of split the task. Somewhere along the line, I think we all lost it. But when we go help, we kind of. I mean, so there's a stage that if you can get someone to help you with those things, it helps. You know, so you offset some of the burden by letting someone help. If you're paying for it, that's great. If someone is helping voluntarily, that's fine. And the other thing that must happen is let the children learn these things so that as they grow, they also grow
They take up
into
the
it.
story.
Yes.
Like my disco people will say.
What-
They take up the story.
Yeah.
So people have gone ahead and they've done the work. So you take up the story.
Exactly.
So you teach them and they take up
You
the
know.
story out
Yeah.
there.
So don't pamper
By
your
performance,
children to
yeah.
that point where they grow up. All the things you know how to do, they don't do it because you want to treat them good. You don't want them to go through the suffering you went through. Part of learning and growing is to do these things. So let them learn how to cook. Let them go with you to the market. Let them do the cleaning. Let them clean the gutters. Let them sweep the hall. Let them dust the furniture. Let it all be part of everybody's chore. Do it with them. At the point, let them take over. I
Right.
think it's very helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks for the contribution. But as you're saying it, I have adult children, and what didn't I put in them? But they grow and they get comfortable and they think that, oh, now I'm old enough and all that. Oh, mommy, you've made us do these things since we were kids, and it's like they want to
They want to get
get a breather, but there's nobody there.
yeah. So it's
So
all
who do you push it on?
exactly. So we all must
So
do
we
it.
all must put our hands.
You know.
Because sometimes they get to that stage where they're like your friends or sisters and stuff, and then they can, say how they feel freely.
Yeah.
It's also
Yeah.
another challenge. But
Yeah.
like you said, you have to inculcate something that becomes like a
part of their lifestyle.
Part of their lifestyle, so they
Yeah.
know that I have to do this.
Right.
You don't have to be cajoled or anything, but they know that you have to eat, so have to cook.
Yeah.
You have to. The things have to be washed, so
Washed,
laundry.
yeah.
So I take
Clean
up
them as-
and all that. Yeah. So at least the home is sane,
Yeah.
and not mommy can do all the work from
Morning to
begin
crane to
from
cran.
childhood, crane to cran,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
beginning to end.
Yeah.
So sometimes we need to. So like I said, I want us to talk about the issue of the support systems, the helpful ones and then the harmful ones. Can we? Yes, Gladys.
Okay, so with the support system, what comes to mind is scripture, I think Titus chapter 2, verse 3 to 5, where Paul admonishes Titus to teach or encourage the older woman to teach the younger woman how to do life, how to take care of their home, their husbands and children, etc. And so I think I have come to learn a lot from older women through YouTube and things. I don't have direct contact with most of them, but then I've learned from listening to them. And I believe that sometimes I look around and I realize that there are some older women who have gone through life, have experienced life, and I feel sometimes I'm saying this in the church, maybe we don't give them the platform, the room to share. To encourage the younger women. And I feel that is one thing that we can really help the older women to do, because you realize that an elderly woman who is on pension is not very active in work, all the children are, she's an empty nester. She doesn't really have much on her hands, but sometimes they want to do something in the house of God, and they can't be in the ushering coming to clean because maybe physically they are not stronger. But when such platforms are given them, they are able to pour a lot into the younger women, not just even the married, even the young adult before they go into marriage. So we learn these things before we even get married, so that we don't get so much shock thinking that we have to be that perfect wife or mother or homemaker. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's one source I want to look at. And then also, like I shared in my own experience, help knowing what works for you. Like I said, in our case, we didn't like the idea of staying, but sometimes the season would demand that you do, so you just have to make adjustments here and there to bring in that kind of help. And sometimes, like the man shared, sometimes when the help comes, the woman, we don't just have to sit down and allow the help do whatever. When you read the Proverbs 31, it says that she rises up early and she gives instruction to her handmaidens So you have to be in charge,
Oversee.
oversee what they are doing. You give the instructions, you set the boundaries. Like Papa Sly said, there are certain things you cannot let the help do for your husband or even for your children. For us, like this, when we are looking for help, it's for the home cleaning. That's our priority. With the children, we take care of them. So even when we had the stay-in nanny, we were doing the children. Hers was to clean, wash, and do all those stuff. I cook with her together. Yes. So you should know the boundaries so that it brings peace. Even with in-laws, I've had the blessing of in-law coming in to help, especially after delivery. And the boundaries were there. So we have a very good relationship. Yes. So when these are put in place, then it helps to have a good help. Otherwise, it will turn into something else. So this is what I'll share.
So, Anna, what will you call unhelpful support or harmful? I didn't want to use the word harmful; it's quite strong. But support that brings in other things that are negative. Yeah.
I think at this stage in my life, what I can think of as harmful supports can be screen time or YouTube or TV, like leaving those things to teach your kids. For example, I'm busy at the moment. Maybe I'm cooking. I cannot readily engage my 2-year-old that's asking me questions. So I just take my phone here, go and sit down and watch it whilst I unsupervised. That can be a harmful help.
Yeah. It looks and feels convenient.
Yes, at the time.
Yeah.
But by the time you
and
realize,
that's what's going with a lot of
exactly,
mothers today,
Yes.
and their children.
you realize that you hear that your child has lingered into certain areas of the internet that they are not supposed to, because you can't be there to control what they see. That is an example of
I know
a
that.
harmful.
Sorry not to cut you, but I know they have something like parental control things,
Yes.
settings.
Yes.
But
But
if you don't know how to do it, you
use
need
it, and it also doesn't always work.
Mm.
I don't know
Yes.
how,
Yeah.
but it does. It's not as they put
as
it,
reliable
as
as
they, yes. So that's one thing that comes to me now in my season. That's a harmful
thing.
Yeah.
Papa Sil, any addition to harmful?
So helps at home are great. I heard Gladys say that they worked a lot with live outs. At the stage, as we mentioned, you definitely need to outsource some of the work. We've been blessed. We've had a live out for like 14 to 15 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's literally part of the family now, and she's been amazing. So when you have helps like that, it's good.
Yeah.
But some people allow it to go beyond what should be done. So you need to define the boundaries. What must a helper do for you? Maybe you want laundry done and all of that. Some people want their helpers clean their bedrooms, tidy, dress their beds. The bed that you and your husband lie on, don't let a third party be doing it for you. It's and then maybe you're a very busy career woman, you are away most of the time, you do probably domestic and international travels, and it's your help that's preparing the meal and serving. You've got to draw the lines, you've got to draw the boundaries, so that if you can manage that, it helps. Otherwise, sometimes it just tips over onto the side that you don't want. So people's helps have ended up taking over their husbands because they were not present, they were not available, and all of that. So that's why I was quick to react when you said you can outsource.
No, I didn't say you can I said you can't outsource the care of your husband.
Yeah.
To
Right.
somebody.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
maybe I
can't.
didn't hear it.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
can't.
can't.
You
You
can't
can
do
never
that.
outsource that.
Yeah,
you
that
know.
one you have to do it yourself.
You
Yourself.
always got to protect that
Yeah.
territory very jealously,
Yeah.
and so that you can make good progress.
So soon our time is running out, and we have two more messages, we'd want to read It says Nana Kwesi says, why must doing what have to be done for the home term
Yeah.
help to a partner?
Yeah.
And then Na Amale Pal says, good morning, Farm Life. I want to thank all the mother figures in my life. Mrs. Nancy Ado of Medina, Mrs. Veronica Palm of Teshinungwa Estate, Madam Love Palm, Madam Christina Otu, Nancy Norte, and
Most Reverend.
Most Reverend Mrs. Emilia Nikwe of Osu. Happy Mother's Day to you. And then we have Makwame Robertson. He says, I lost my mom years back and have no aunties or in-laws to call mom, but my wife and elder sister are those I have. Wishing Mrs. Helena A.C. Robertson and my sister Patricia a happy Mother's Day. Wishing Mildred Abnadonko a happy Mother's Day in advance. Thank you very much. Yeah. So basically our time so soon is up, and it's amazing how time runs. I was dreading, and I was saying, oh my God, how am I going to do this 2 hours? How am I going to do this 2 hours? But it's come so fast.
You've nailed it.
Oh, thank
Well
you
done.
so much,
Well
so
done.
much.
I think there was a question there.
The first
The
one.
first
Yes,
one.
the help, the help. So why
Yes.
do we? Let's quickly say that, and then we'll be out of here with our shout outs. Yes, who would give us? Why do we call it help?
I think
Or
that
it's just
it
want of a better word? That's why we use word help.
yeah, but it is what it is. I mean, Genesis 2:18 verse 18 says that, then the Lord God said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just
Sweet
right
helper
for him. So
So,
that is what it is. I mean,
yes.
even though you are both living in the home, you are meant to do
You're a
what you
helper
have
to
to
each
do,
other.
but you are a helper to each other. Where I fall short, you help me. Where you fall short, I also help you. So it's not used in a bad way,
Yes.
but that is just what it is.
You've nailed it.
Yeah.
You've nailed it. I think we couldn't explain it any better.
Yeah.
You just used the right. You've done it.
Don't
Yeah.
think it's too much.
Don't
It's
yes.
don't
Don't
overthink.
overthink.
Yeah.
It's just you are helping. Yes.
You're helping
Even
each
your
other
children
to
help
make
you.
it.
Yes.
Exactly.
You won't say that. Everybody we help each other.
Yeah.
We are you are your brother's keeper.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, if
Yeah.
you need to do something, you say, "Oh, can you please help
Help
me?" You
me,
don't say,
yeah.
"Come and do
Because
this." Yes,
I'm in the
yeah.
house.
Yes.
So it's
No,
not a
it's
bad
work.
word. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Nana Kwesi, it's not a bad word. Don't overthink. You are a help meet
Yeah.
to
Each
your
other.
partner.
It takes me to a funny video I saw online where a mom is putting things in order in the house and she's singing a song. I am your wife and not your mother. And then she'll put this at the right place. I am your wife and not your mother. And then she'll put this at the right. Like she's singing it to the hearing of her husband.
Some of those funny ones. Anyway, so all too soon we are coming to the end of bringing the curtain down on our program. I thank you so much for.
We'll do some shout outs.
Yes, yes, you do. Yeah, so we're going to take our shout out, and then we'll bring the curtain down. We're not bringing the curtain down right now, but just to prep you that we are coming down. We are descending, like the pilot is. Prepare yourself for safe landing. So we are descending, and we'll start from Anna. Let's give our shout out quickly. Our time is.
So I want to
Yeah.
say a big thank you and a happy Mother's Day to my mom, Mama Dora. She is amazing.
Oh,
I don't know
yes,
what
she
I would have
is.
done without her.
Dora
She is an
okay, no
amazing woman.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
she's amazing. God bless you so much, mommy. My mother-in-law, who is also now my mom, Mrs. Siama. Oh, she's amazing. She's a very sweet woman who takes care of her children when we have to go back to work. I mean, for the first 2 years of their lives, they are with her, and she takes good care of them, teaches them everything, the language, aware, everything. So by the time my kids are ready to go to school, they can speak aware, they can speak Ga. Like, she's good. She's really good. A happy Mother's Day to her as well. To all my friends and women as well who are in my life, you are doing amazing. God bless you all. Keep doing what you are doing. To my amazing husband as well, God richly bless you and for coaching me, for always prepping me and telling me I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God bless you. I love you.
All right. So happy Mother's Day in advance to my mom. She's not in Accra here. So, but I'll still say it. Madam Gladys Nunu, she's been amazing. One thing I always remember about her is in the night when we were growing up, we are 3 girls. I'm the last. Every night she'll just come and lay hands on us and pray for us. And I believe that we've come this far because of those prayers. I want to say I love her. God bless her. And my mother-in-law, who gave me a very supportive husband. God bless her. She's in all the way in Keta. Say God bless her. And also, the last one goes to my Osofo Mami, Mama Jifa Duche of Christfield Ministries, and all the pastors' wives there. God bless them all.
All right, so this is from Michael Mensah, and he's listening from faraway Kumasi. He says, Blessed Mother's Day in advance to our cherished Mama Licious Abigail Mensah, from the Fantastic Four, Berima, Obrempong, Adom, and Inshira Mensah. He says, we love you dearly. You are an amazing mom. I have some quick shout outs also to my wife, Mrs. Priscilla Segbaya, my mom, Mrs. Comfort Segbaya. My mom turns 90 at the end of this month.
Wow.
You've been amazing. We cherish you. One of my most cherished bosses, Dr. Constance Bat Planch, Mrs. Enitin Gavu, Dr. Patience Kofi, and all the Segbaya girls, my nieces, my nephew, my nieces.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day in advance. God richly bless you.
Yes, and also from me, I'll give a shout out to my late mom. She's not here, but I can't go without mentioning her. She is a superwoman. She made me who I am. And what hurts me is I didn't get enough time to spend with her when I grew, or show my love or dote on her as I had to. But wherever that you are, you know the love is big. I love you so, so much, because without you, I wouldn't have been who I am. And another shout out to my mother-in-law, who has been a great mom, a friend, a confidant, everything since I came into your life, or we came into each other's life. Mrs. Joyce Saki of Dansoman, God bless you so, so much, and for all your loving and kind words that you always share. I also want to share quickly my sister-in-law Joanna Bannerman, my sisters Susie and Georgina. I can't mention everybody's name. My sister-in-laws on my side, my brother's wives, Dinah, Josephine, all of you, Emma, I love you. God bless you. My church mothers, Mama Gladys, Mrs. Cynthia Tete, Veronica Mensah, Mrs. Veronica Mensah, and all the mothers, all the mothers out there. That's why I always say I don't want to mention names, because they always, you know, I get a backlash.
Yeah.
Jane, I can't leave you, Jane, and Nelly, and all of you, Staj, all of you. God bless you.
One last shout
for
out.
all the wonderful things that you are doing as mothers. I love you all. If I didn't mention your name, please forgive me.
One last shout out from Gladys' husband. Today is Gladys' birthday. So Gladys' husband has a lovely message from him and the family. So happy birthday to my lovely wife Gladys, who is in the studio with us today, and to our sweet mom. You are a gift to us. May God continue to bless you richly. From J, Hola, and Eho. We love you as well.
On that note, happy birthday to Gladys, and may God continue to bless you and fulfill His purpose concerning you. Thank you very much for the time you've been able. Let me say thank you first to all the panelists here, Mrs. Anna Siama, Mrs. Gladys Jason Kwashiga, and our one and only Mr. Sylvester Segbaya. Thanks for being here, and our able technical support from Daniel Squashy and me sitting in this big seat and this big shoes.
I'm giving you a round of applause.
Mary Rose Saki for being with you this morning. Stick and stay for the big issue. God bless you and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.